श्री जोस के मणि, श्री जोस के मणि।
Thank you, sir. I stand here to speak on the motion of thanks on the President's address, but let me be clear, this is not a speech of gratitude, but one of disappointment. Yes. The address should have been a mirror reflecting the struggle of every Indian, but instead it has chosen selective silence, be it the ongoing unrest in Manipur, the devastation in Wayanad, the rising human-wildlife conflict, or the failure of the union budget. The government has conveniently looked on the other way. If this is the government's idea of Sabke Saath, Sabke Vikas, then I must ask who exactly is included in this Sabka, because millions of suffering Indians clearly are not. It conveniently ignored the central government's open war against opposition-ruled states. And make no mistake, this is not governance, this is political vendetta. Non-BJP ruled states like Kerala and many others are being financially and administratively strangled simply because they dared to choose a different political path. India's current economic path, which despite notable GDP growth, is failing to generate sufficient employment opportunities, a phenomenon termed jobless growth. This has resulted in alarmingly high youth unemployment rates. It is as high as 40%. India is facing a deepening crisis of child substance abuse, the drug abuse, yet the government remains shockingly complacent. In December 2022, the government of India admitted before the Supreme Court that at least 1.58 crores of children aged between the age of 10 to 17 are addicted to substance. This is not just a statistics, it is a national emergency, and what the government has taken to address this issue. So, regarding the railway, the UPA government focused on providing quality service to the common man, such as the Garib Rath trains. The current government has diverted resources to building expensive AC coaches to cater to a small privileged sections of society. Over the past decade, 33% of the new seats added to the railways have been in AC three-tier coaches, even though 95% of the passengers travel in ordinary classes or sleeper. Another troubling issue is the implementation of fake superfast surcharges. Modi government has labeled over 130 ordinary trains as superfast in order to charge passengers an extra rupees 180 per reservation. Despite this surcharge, these trains do not even meet the basic standards of superfast service. In fact, CAG found that up to 95% of these so-called superfast trains are delayed and do not attain superfast speeds. Sir, another glaring omission of the President's address is the complete lack of mention of Kerala, which is grappling with the significant distress resulting from the Wayanad landslide and increasing human-wildlife cases. The people of Wayanad have endured immense hardship following the devastating landslide that struck last year. The disaster claimed 375 lives and displaced 10,000 people. The President's address overlooked the Wayanad landslide issue and also the escalating human-wildlife conflict in Kerala and India. This is a grave humanitarian crisis in recent times. Out of the approximately 900 panchayats in Kerala, nearly 450 faces recurring wildlife attacks. In the last 8 years, this conflict has resulted in about 950 deaths. So in conclusion, I stand here not just to highlight the omission and failure of the President's address and the union budget, but also to call for greater accountability from this government. The crisis in Manipur, Kerala and the plight of the marginalized and vulnerable sections of our society demand urgent attention. Unfortunately, today we are witnessing a government that is more focused on rhetoric than on real solution. Until then, we on the side of the House will continue to stand in opposition, not just in words, but in struggle for the justice, compassion and equity for all. Thank you.
धन्यवाद. श्री अशोक राव शंकर राव चौहान.